Hello, hello everyone. I was I was working a bit on the background noise cancellation stuff, and I failed. You know, like before the stream. Hi Poppy, hello. Yeah, soon to sleep, and just wanted to chat with you guys a bit. Yeah, I was setting up because I kind of want a more like quieter environment, and I kind of want to really rest a bit as well. But the cables are like there are limits, so I try to extend the cables to my bed, and yeah, and there's a problem. My computer is kind of noisy when I'm starting a stream, and there are two options for me. If I turn on the noise suppression stuff on OBS Studio, my voice will be kind of like very incoherent, and I have tested it quite a while just now, and it was not very good, and I just gave up. I just gave up. I'm a light drinker. You know what? I don't even drink. I don't even drink. But like this morning I woke up so early. This morning I woke up I think around 6 something in the morning, and I went for a very early swim, and it was a really tough and tiring day. Basically after swimming, I feed myself, and then I have been spending the entire day working on my thesis still. Oh my god, yeah. So I just wanted to yap a bit before I go to bed, you know. And I think in future I really have to think about how this background noise thing can be fixed, because it's really annoying. And yeah. It has been a very long while since I actually, slowed down a bit and just rest. It sounds so luxurious, if that's the correct adjective. Oh God, wait. Wait. What? Wait, what? No. I was actually unconscious for how long? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? God. This week has been, I don't know. Yeah, let me yab a little bit. This week has been actually really tough. I'm still working on my thesis. And the progress is not really nice. And it is actually really stressing me out because I have to submit the final thing in the beginning of September, and yeah, currently it's still like pieces here and there, and like, you know, research is like a process. You often try and error and just try to see what you are able to find, or able to find something new, something really interesting. But on the way, when you're finding, often things are just like not happening or just failed, and then either you make the decision to submit the thing that actually fails, or you start all over again and crawling for something new and maybe alternative ways. But then you have to be creative as well, and that is really hard. And I have been spending how long? We have been doing like how many working streams already? I didn't even count, but I guess for months already, right? And I feel like I have been searching for a lot of paths, like working, like seem to have found something, but then when I go deeper, it got stuck again, and then I have to return, and then I have to figure out another path, and I have to try again, and then fail again. I've been, spending a lot of weeks, and it seems like I'm still on the same spot, and sometimes it's really frustrating, and especially like when you have time constraint. It's not that you can do on the same thing forever. You can just like try and error forever. Sometimes it's just like you have to meet the deadline. You have to meet your supervisor. You have to submit some progress, and it kind of brings me really some sort of stress. And I feel like the stress is like accumulating these days, when I feel like it's already the 7th of August already, and in the meanwhile there are a lot of other stuff going on, and just my mind is just unstoppable. And there has been a very long while I didn't even have time to stop a bit, and to actually let my mind refresh a bit. Maybe rerouting a little bit. Yeah, just taking today as an example. This morning I went for exercise, and when I come back home, I just spent the entire day sitting in my room, continuing with my thesis. And I have been staying in my room for how long? 10 hours? Yeah. 10 consecutive hours already. And the progress is still the same. I mean, I did find something. I can't say I did nothing, but like, I found something, and then something failed, and then I have to redesign something, and then I have to restart something again, and then I have to try again, experimenting something new, and then fail again. This whole process just, I think, just repeated for 3 times today. Not mentioning for the previous week. It just like keep going on every day, and sometimes I just feel like, oh God, I just want to see an end on this, you know. I feel like time is flying, but my progress is not. And in the meantime, there are still, you know, other stuff going on. I have what is that again? Oh yeah, I have some services in some societies with my friends. So there are some sort of like responsibilities going on as well. And in the meantime, you still have to take care of your family, your social life, your own health, sleep, exercise, also your mental health. I think it's harder for me, right? Because as I've said previously, I'm just unstoppable, you know? My mind is just unstoppable. Whenever I take a break, I'll just feel like, no, I can't stop here. I have to either find something else to do, or I have to find something meaningful to spend that period of time. I can't just like do nothing. And yeah, I think I'm a bit restless maybe. And there has been a really, really long while I haven't had a really nice or coherent sleep. I think I have been especially like when I'm living all by myself, you know, you kind of like, you have the flexibility to decide when do you go to bed, or when do you have your meals, when do you sleep, when do you wake. I mean, things are actually better when my parents are here. When my parents visited me before, kind of like they are just hanging around, and they are constantly, you know, watching my lifestyle, and then reminding me if I go to bed late, and then kind of like pushing me to go to sleep. And I can't be really messy in terms of my lifestyle. Once they would like go back home, and then I'm all alone again, and I just kind of like, yeah, yeah. I forgot who suggested this sort of sleeping stream or whatever before. I actually just, I don't know, I can't rest for long. Yeah. Like I think it actually was restorative just now when, I don't know, I just I just actually fell asleep for how long? I don't know, I didn't really count. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That actually recharges me a bit. But then I started to think about maybe tonight I have to work for a while again. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. You sound like you have stage 3 cancer. Oh god. Oh, I'm lying on bed. But what else can I do? What else can I do? I'm not currently sitting. But yeah, I think I don't usually say those words because I just don't want to, kind of spread some really negative, stuff. Like, yeah, I kind of don't wanna. I don't wanna spread the burden or just like make people watching my stream feel kind of like, yeah, stress as well. But like, meanwhile, I mean, what you guys can do actually, there's like nothing. So yeah, I don't usually say those in our chat streams as well. Like I just don't want to. So yeah, you guys are observing the kind of more vulnerable side of Komeini. And I'm actually really, really grateful that I got someone to talk to about these. Yes, you heard it. I think a good side about a good side about streaming behind an avatar is that you can actually sleep on stream and you can just actually be yourself and use whatever voice you want to do and just speak whatever you want to and feel absolutely free and like no pressure at all. That is something I really enjoy. Oh god. Oh, by the way, apologies. My landlord is walking around in the room, and there might be some noises beyond my computer. Because I think she is doing some maintenance to rent other rooms out, and yeah, currently she's just like walking around. this is actually making me more sleepy, which is good, which is good. Yesterday, I think I slept at somewhere around when when did I sleep yesterday? I forgot. 1 something, 2 something. Yeah, I think I slept quite late yesterday. I was working on the thesis, as I said, and it's just taking me forever. It's just taking me forever. And yeah, I was running some code yesterday, and then I have to wait for the codes, and then I have to, enter some prompts, wait for the codes, checking the results, and then see if my brain still functions, to analyze that a bit, and then enter another set of prompts, and then let it run again, and then again and again, and then receiving some really disappointing results, and I have to redesign the whole thing again. And then yeah, it just turns up quite late. But then I woke up quite early today. So yeah. So yeah. Keen is not here. I mean, Keen is not here, meaning he may be sleeping, which is good. Which is good. He always complains my streams just wake him up, right? It's 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. Come rest a bit. Come rest with me. I think I slept somewhere at 2 yesterday as well. And the issue I have with sleeping is that I don't know, but I don't seem to have a biological clock, because I just, like, I don't know, like, even I feel the day has already been done, like the day is actually over, but if I don't feel tired, I just can't sleep. I can just stay fully awake on bed and then looking at the ceiling and then not sleeping. Previously, I might just like scroll over the phone and didn't make myself feeling more tired, and eventually I might be able to go to sleep. But it's actually not the decision to go to sleep by myself, but more likely to be just suddenly being unconscious, and like my body is just like turning off and just calling it asleep, and then waking up the other day, and then yeah, but it's like kinda unhealthy actually, and then like it's kinda uncontrollable as well. So recently I'm trying by trying I say I don't know, maybe mentally trying to really build up a sleeping habit, like maybe to make myself more exhausted in the morning, like in daytime, and then by the end of the day maybe I don't have that much like unspent energy, or maybe my brain is just like fully occupied and drained by other stuff in the daytime already, and I just don't have the capacity to think anymore at night. The issue with me is that I'm always a heavy overthinker. I don't know if that's such a term. I just invented that, but yeah, I just think a lot, and the thing is like, it's just like unstoppable. There's like no one single moment I can force my brain to actually stop and just let it be like, okay, now just silence, or like now rest a bit. No. And that is like constantly draining me. God, trying to sleep with ADHD is just hell for me. Same. It's not that severe for me, I have to say, but it's more like, I think it's like not only the ADHD problem, but more like the whole character, the whole mindset, the whole person that I'm just like constantly thinking, and I just can't stop, and that's the issue. And there's like not one single thing that maybe, okay, today I'm thinking about a certain thing, and then I just feel like, okay, I have to think about that. It's not really that thing, but like there's just like random things popping up in my mind. Maybe in the middle of the night I just remember, oh, there's something I forgot to do, or like, oh, there might be an idea for the thesis that I might try tomorrow, and then, oh, there might be an idea for streaming next week, and or maybe just randomly, oh, the conversation today with like one of the friends are not going really well, and I feel bad about that, and yeah, there's just like random things going on in my mind, and I can never stop them. So yeah, I think streaming kind of, it really gives me the platform to spill out everything basically, and then kind of like force my mouth to speak, and then kind of like force myself to like physically organize what's going on in my head, and then that kind of like helps me to think, I can't say it's like think less, but not treating it as that messy, maybe. Yeah. I'm thinking almost every time is 70% of them. I think out loud. I mean talk. That is good. For me, I think mostly I think them in a very silent way. I always overthink, but I'm more like suppressing the emotions or like thoughts inside, and I always like, I do not dare to share, or like, because I fear that I might overshare, or like people actually do not care, and I just feel like, yeah, I just want to organize the thoughts, and maybe let myself digest a little bit first, and just share with other people when I have solutions, or when I have sorted things out already. I just don't want to, spill out whatever things to people, and I don't think it's sometimes really meaningful to others. And so yeah, I often think, but I often just keep the things inside, and that made me feel so lonely for a long time. I think before streaming, because yes, I have thoughts in my mind, but I don't really have a channel maybe to spill them out, and that is sometimes yeah, sometimes really depressive. Try meditation. I did. But then that brings the issue with ADHD again. I'm just restless. Sometimes I force myself to, really stay still for a little bit and maybe just like sit there, put away my phone, maybe close my eyes, think a little bit, and maybe put my headphones on and nothing more. But then after 5 minutes, some things happen in my head again, and then I feel like, oh yeah, there's something I have to do, and then there's suddenly some inspirations, and I just like get off my sit and then I just started doing other stuff again. So yeah, I tried, but I often failed, Mm-mm. Yeah. There was a time I smoked too much grass just to control my ADHD, but not a good solution for a long time. Don't try, guys. Does it actually help? You know what? Like I'm so naive that until this point, I still do not know how visually those kind of grass looks like. I often see the logos of them, but I guess those are just like the leaves of them. But I genuinely have no idea how do you smoke them. Yeah, because I come from Hong Kong, and there are barely people smoking grass there. Yeah. And then the first time I smell it is that when I come to the UK. And then, yeah, because my friend who has been living here for years already by the time when I went here, and then she just told me, like, I was asking her, like, yeah, I've heard like a lot of people are smoking them here, and I wonder how it smell like, because like I know the smell of, for example, cigarettes, but I never know the smell of that. And I just asked my friend, like, can you describe that to me, And then my friend just said, like, yeah, you'll know by the time you actually smell it. She was just like saying with such confidence, and then yeah, and then I just nodded and okay. And then there was one time when I went to picnic, I think in Greenwich, in the park there, and I was like having a picnic with my friends, and suddenly I could smell something really weird and new to me that I have never smelled before in my life. And then I looked into my friend and I asked her, like, is this weed? And then she said, like, yeah, now you know it. So yeah, that is the time when I recognized the smell, and I know it since then. Tastes great. What do you mean? What do you mean? You eat them? You actually eat them? What? Do you chew them? Oh my. Do not fool me. I will actually believe in you. What do you mean? Do you burn the leaf and then you smoke it, or do you actually chew the roots? Guess I'm embarrassing myself. I'm not quite sure. Should I believe in you? Well, if if you say like I should try it, I guess you're just fooling me around. And I will not believe in you. Nah. When did I ever lie to you? Well, the times when I'm playing the game and you told me to, I guess, pressing alternate and F4 or something like that. I still do not know what that means, but I guess it's definitely not what I should do when I'm playing the game. Why specific 11? Why specific 11? Telling lies is wrong, be it 1 time or 11 times, okay? Telling once is already wrong, okay? Whoever suggested doing a sleeping stream, I should actually give you a very big applause, because this is actually making me sleepy, and I think I'll have a very good sleep tonight. You should drink a bowl of water if you can't sleep, fine. Does it really help? I think I drink a couple a day, and I actually drink water a lot. I think the least thing my parents have to worry about me is that if I drink water. I drink a lot since I'm a child. I'm a very good kid, you know? Because I only lied like 10 times, fine. But what about good lies when somebody is ugly but you tell them they're cute? Are you saying that you always tell good lies to me then? No, I'm just joking. But that's a very good question. I guess, oh god, my landlord is so noisy. Whatever. I guess, that's a very good question. Is good lies bad? I think, it really depends. I mean, I think, I can't really draw a very solid line. If you tell lies, that is like absolutely wrong. Sometimes you tell lies, simply like telling white lies to help people, or like to making others feel better. I mean, if your intention is very genuine and like from kindness purely, then maybe those kind of like white lies is really worth it as well, you know? So, yeah. So, yeah. But I definitely believe that you're telling me to chill on the grass is not simply because of kindness, so. So, I guess that is not to be defined as a white lie. God, I actually have to wake up tomorrow again, early, because I have some events to do. Oh, and by the time I got back home, we will play. So I better really get some good sleep tonight. I've also heard like one saying is that you really have to let your brain rest to be able to think better. So and kind of like that reminds me as well. I can't just like constantly exhaust my brain and don't let it rest. Otherwise, I'll be really stupid, you know.
So cute. So cute. Huh. Ah.
Good. I think I am. I am tired enough to actually go to bed. So, thank you for everyone to join tonight and to hear me yap a little bit of stuff that I barely say out not very loud. So, yeah, thank you for being patient and listen to me, and thank you all for sharing this bed with me. So, I'm definitely not streaming for 4 hours for sleeping stream, okay? So yeah, I'll see you all when? Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. And then, yeah, I hope everyone have a really nice sleep and have a really good rest. Please, do take breaks because that really matters. Either to let your body really recharge, but not just like for like your body just choose to shut down when it needs to. It's really important to be able to decide when your body needs to rest. And also I think mentally we do need to reroute sometimes. Yeah, so take good care of both your physical and mental health. How do I call you, by the way? That sleepless friend over there. Do I call you OSC? Or do you want me to call you something more close or friendly? I don't know. God, my brain is not working anymore. Good night everyone, good night. I'll see you all, yeah, well, I think I said this already. Yes, but I'll see you all tomorrow. And please take care, okay? Okay? Thank you for joining, love you all. Bye bye. Mwah.